Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play of Sci-Fi, episode 417, still in that battle log, attempting Pirate Swarm now. Let's see if we can do it. Let's get it on, shall we?
Give me a few minutes, please. I'm buying some burgers.
For what?
I'm buying some burgers, some cheeseburgers.
You're on Star Citizen.
Yeah, I just bought some cheeseburgers. I was trying to find that thing that says you can send them all to your ship now, and I can't seem to find the option. I've been running down to the shop looking. Well, obviously he's going to need food, so I'll just send some like whammers. I thought I'll get some burgers quick. So I can at least take them with him. I got some chicken whammers, and I'm getting some veggie burgers.
Okay, as you just saw, I gave you, what, about a minute or so me get some whammers. That was from about a probably 40, 30, 50 minute session where I was just going around buying stuff, and I was attempting to basically work out how to buy a bunch and send them all to my ship, because that's a new feature for that patch, for at least a 0.1, I believe. And if you haven't guessed already, I am talking over my editing program now, because I didn't really speak much in this, but if I hear myself speak, we'll go back power editing to what I said at the time. But otherwise, I'm just going to talk over it. This is me attempting Pirate Swarm. At the start of it, I quickly showed you how to SupernovaTiffy here. Well, this is what I did just to set it up, because again, I was trying to unlock the ability to buy the Pirate Gladius, the red one, and you also get the ability for the Caterpillar red one too, the pirate version. I'm not as bothered without that. Okay, he said a missile at me, and I thought, you have to do it multiplayer, you can't do a single player. So, oh god, that was a big explosion. Some more missiles coming at me. So I thought, the only way I could do it, otherwise if I jump on with multiplayer, because we got the Scorpio, so you see here, I believe we had it for the month, something like that, or a week or two, something like that. It's basically temporary, because whatever event was on it just came out. So I thought, let's try it with this. But I didn't want to jump into it with, it's got someone there, with multiple players. Because I thought, I did that once before and I felt like the person was dragging me. It actually might be on my channel way back. And I didn't like that, because I felt like, it's different when it's like with SupernovaTiffy, with Plurality, I know them. But I feel like, you know, I was testing something, I accidentally went multiplayer by mistake and they were carrying me. And I let them down, basically. So I thought, wait a minute. SupernovaTiffy's computer's right next to mine. She can't play right now. But what if I log her in, log me in, have her sit there? If she gets killed, doesn't matter. She's out of the game. I'm still in the game. Can I do it on my own? That's what this is. So yes, she's technically in this, but she's not playing. But speaking of her not playing, next episode, so next week's episode, you'll see, will actually have me and SupernovaTiffy playing this together, attempting this again. So, as I called this in my editing program, the title, Pirate Swarm, can I do this? Or can I do it? Or something like that, I think I've called it. Can I do it? Well, you're going to find out by watching this. And if I fail or win, whichever, next week, I try to do it again. Either it's my second attempt to win. Oh, that's nice. My second attempt to win. Or I'm trying to do it to help SupernovaTiffy to get it, so she can lock it as well. But so basically, you got Pirate Swarm this week and you have Pirate Swarm next week. I was going to cut them up and just show the kills, but then I thought, I kind of want you to see the whole thing. And see, like, my whole attempt at this, and SupernovaTiffy's and my whole attempt at this. So, hopefully you enjoy Pirate Swarm. You got this week and next week. And like I said, I had about roughly an hour at the start, where I was just getting, so I just thought I showed the whammer thing off, because SupernovaTiffy technically called me, and it actually put her voice in it, so she's technically in this episode for that reason. Oh, bomb, missile, sorry, is it going to get me? Is it gonna... Oh, nice, I avoided them. You know, it looks like my shield's down and my wings are already red, it's not good. And this, and like I was saying, so that's put her in it, and it also showed a small little conversation I had with her with the whammers, and so that's tempted to do. Also, I don't know how much I actually speak in this. You know, so I'll cut back parent if I speak, so I'm listening for it as I'm talking over, and if I hear it, I'll go back and put it in. I don't think I talk very much in this. I think I was just focused, concentrating. I talk a lot more, because I've already been editing it, next week's episode for you, with SupernovaTiffy. You know, she didn't talk that much in it, but she does talk a bit. I'm going to talk a lot more on that. And just give you that indication, this was obviously 17.1, and I'm actually talking over this as I'm editing it. I'm editing this on the 18th of October 2022. When I actually did this, according to my file of this, it says date created, so I'm assuming it's when I moved it. because it's got the 6-1-2022, what I believe that's the 1st of June, but it says date modified, so I'm assuming that's the actual date I did it. Since it's a lower date, it's 5/0/20, so the 20th of whatever comes before June. I'm gone blank. May, isn't it? Okay, moving on. So, like I said, I'm trying with the Scorpius, but I really like the ship. At the time, I couldn't afford to get one, even though I did get, was it the mule? I think it's the mule. I bought 2 mules. I think they were 35 each. One to keep, one to have a discount towards the Scorpius, unless something else comes out at a later date that I would prefer over it. So I'm hoping to get Scorpius at some point, but something might come out and I'm like, nah, screw the Scorpius. I want this ball. But we'll see. At a later date, basically. Oh, here goes the missiles. And also, just so people don't watch my channel, if I'm talking over my editing program, I'm watching it a lot blurrier than when I actually played it. So the missiles sent at me though, then like 5-6 missiles it looks like. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we got the bubble shield on for, or is it bubble? Or just comes to have a 2-way shield. You know, no, it's a 2-way, isn't it? If it was a bubble, my front's gone, my back would be gone too. The front was gone, it's back now, but my front was gone and my back was still up, so it's a 2-way shield. Speaking of when I say stuff back then, I'll jump it in quick. I'm about to say something, again, there's not that much I believe, but here is a little bit what I said back then.
Oh. I'll blow that down.
As you see, not much back then. Oh, that was quite a good one with the cutlass flying past me then. But yeah, I'm finally catching up with my backlog of stuff. And speaking of my backlog, I said next week we have another pirate swarm with me and SupernovaTiffy actually controlling herself. And then, dare I say it, I'm actually at the Invista stuff. You know, like the ship show. Yeah, I know, that was way back. But I finally had it then. So you finally get to see that. I've got roughly, I think it's 5 days. Again, I'll see. Oh, that's a nice explosion there. I'll see how much I can hopefully get, like day 1 is one episode, maybe day 2 and 3 together, and day 4 or 5, something like that. Basically try and cut it down as much as I can, but we'll see. Some days are longer than others. Day 1's normally longer because I tend to go around, we read everything we got, we look at the clothes, we basically get all that out of the way, and we do whatever's on the day, and then the next day we just go straight for the ships. Well, the next day straight for the ships, etc. And if you couldn't guess, that little grunt then was me at the time. Obviously I'm a little frustrated. Well, yeah, and then after that, I believe, because I think I said before, oh, Invista's next. I didn't realise I had day 1, day 2 of, and then Pirate Swarms of 17.1. But I believe Invista is 17.2. And now we're in 17.3, you know, in current real life, like I said, on the 18th of October. I think we've been in there a few weeks now, a week or so. Because right now, oh, nice explosion there. Right now, me and SupernovaTiffy have been jumping on maybe 10 minutes, 30 minutes. And we've been looking for the mask during October. Obviously 2022, so it's past when this goes up. Basically, there's 3 masks to find. The horror mask. First off, the original one that we originally had to go, I think we had to find Benny Hills years ago, and we got one. I added to account. We both had that, and then I think at the same time we had to kill the Van Duel mask. We had to kill 50 individual players. We were unable to do that. And then the following year, we had to just go to, oh, miss out. Oh, God, that was a big smack into me. Ram me. As I was saying, sorry. And then the following year, we had to go to Jump Town to get the mask. And this is the horror mask with the red bit around it. And if you remember correctly, it's on my episodes. Well, it is in my episode. It's on my channel. I'm going down with Paralyty at the time. You know. Okay, whatever you do. We got to land, there's players here, land, focus, get in, get out, watch your back, we can do this. Paralyty, where are you? Paralyty, it was that, and I was like, seriously, where's he gone? Paralyty, answer me, Paralyty, come on, like that. So it's quite funny when we got there. I landed, it's like, I can't believe he's done this, where is he? And then I'm in this, and goes, oh, there's players in there, Paralyty, come on, you've got to get in here. And next thing, hello, or something like that, like, where have you been? I was getting cheese. What do you mean? Oh, it looks like pause there. It like froze when I was getting a spanner there just quickly on the actual episode. It put there. That fixes me. It's just saying my ship's better. That's what I was doing there. Remember, this is the arcade mode. Anyway, as I was saying, and Priority was basically like, what do you mean? I needed to eat. And said, not when I say not now. We could have gone in here, left, and as we're leaving, you could have gone and eaten. You could have got your food. And anyway, I died. He came in. Oh, God. Did he hit me that missile there? I think he did, didn't he? Scream little funny. Yeah, and my back's red there. He caught me, didn't he? He's like a surprise. And anyway, Suprality went into the door, and the minute he got through the door, he got shot and killed. And I didn't know if he got the helmet or not. I think he said afterwards he did, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, now for this year, this October, basically, because it got loot boxes, you just got to loot it. It's in red boxes generally. I've heard one story of it being a grey box if it's in a cave. I've not confirmed that or not, and only one person I've seen on Reddit write that. But they're in red boxes, or they were in red boxes when you see this, it's already finished. They were in red boxes at most of the like mining outposts and stuff like that. So me and SupernovaTiffy have been jumping on. Maybe she's come in from work, have something to eat, 30 minutes, checking places. Not been re-recording it, because I thought this could take a long time. We have to basically Halloween, so all month October. So I've not actually been recording this to show you, that's why I'm telling you now. And, oh, that was a nice manoeuvre by him, spinning past me. And basically, they have the regular horror mask with the red. They have this new one with the green, well, exactly the same, but it has a green light instead of a red light. And then they have the Van Doom mask. And so far, as of the 18th of October, SupernovaTiffy has found probably 3-4 of the... Oh, an explosion. 3-4 of the horror red masks. What? She already has it associated with a count. Doesn't count. Basically, you found them. It's going to associate one with your count. So we have that. Doesn't mean anything. When 318... Is it 318? I think it's 318 comes out. Yeah, we're in 17.3 right now, aren't we? And you're watching 17.2. 317.2. So yeah. So when 318 comes out, there will be a complete wipe. When this comes up, this episode comes out, you might be in 318. I don't know. It's planned for halfway through November, so if they don't fall behind, then theoretically this episode will be coming out after 318. But as of recording, it's not, like I said.
Okay.
Hey, come here, son of a thingy then. As you heard, I even commented back then. In fact, I have more to say back then, so I'll continue what I'm saying in a minute.
No! Done it! Shit! Seriously? Fuck! That's not fair, I don't even know what hit.
Stand by for reintegration.
I hit some kind of scanner angle, I don't even know what hit. I couldn't turn it off. Serious? Fucking seriously?
Stand by for reintegration.
That's bull. Oh, come on. Fucking bull. I don't know what the hell I hit. I ain't gonna do it now. I lost 2 respawns. Because that came on. Turn some kind of scanner on and I can't turn it off.
Okay, as you see, back then I had a bit to say, and I apologise again. I'm keeping that in to show how frustrated I was at the time with it. And as I think I said at that point, I'm not going to do it now. You know, like I said, something happened to me. I lost control of my ship. I died. Soon as I came back, boom, straight away. And then I'm trying to repair thing. Okay, so now, as I continue here, hopefully I escape this missile here. I'll get back to what I was saying before I start talking back in the past. So as I was saying, SupernovaTiffy found 4 or 5 red ones. Well, because she already has one, won't count. When 318 comes, they're wiped. I found about 3 or 4 red ones. Same job. She then, in the same night, managed to find the green helmet, followed by the Van Duel. And then I think it was like a day later, I got the Van Duel helmet. I'm just missing the green as of the 18th of October. Hopefully I can find that one too. So, as according to 318, Everyone will be white, but will be attributed one of each. Well, SupernovaTiffy will. Am I still going to avoid that? 1 second. I think I am. Yeah. Oh, but I apologise again. I had some more stuff back then. Guess what? Swearing. Here we go.
I don't know why I had to piss me off because I'll kill them somewhere.
Okay. Like I said, when I'm playing on my own, apparently I swear quite a bit. I don't realise I'm doing it. We're not directly doing it for the channel because I wasn't planning to put this on 100%. But I apologise for that, and I'm going to try to cut away from that because when I do the channel normally I try to say fudge or something like that, or sugar. Okay, as I was saying, is if I can avoid these missiles quick. So the way that system worked with the mask or the helmets, basically every time you've looted one, it should be a tribute to your account, meaning when 318 wipes everything, that will stay. And you can only tribute one, so like I said, the red horror one, I already have, SupernovaTiffy does. So that will not be added. You cannot find 5 and had 5 added, it'd be only 1. So since we already have 1, none will be added. As for the Vandal, she will have that added to her account now. She's got that. I also will have an account added to my account, so I'll have that. Long as our system does it correctly, and that's what they said. And as of now, SupernovaTiffy will get the green mask added. I will not. Hopefully I can get it before then. But anyway, a quick little story about some of the stuff we did. Basically, like I said, we took the Carrack so we could spawn on it. It was working pretty well. Onto SupernovaTiffy's. I can't remember, did she forget to bring her... Oh, that was it. She was having some trouble. She couldn't eat or drink. She took her helmet off, couldn't eat or drink. So I said, well, store it in the Carrack, kill yourself, and you should spawn in the Carrack. Our main home's no new baggage right at the moment, is the Carrack. And I believe we were at Houston, around that one of the moons. I don't know, it might have been Ariel, one of them moons. And she did that. She came back out. Then, for some reason, she couldn't get her undersuit or helmet back on. I was like, you're kidding me. And then it goes, well, we're on the moon, go out there, because there's a player there. So I'll stay in the ship. If he attacks, I can take off. And you can, worst case scenario, kill yourself, spawn back in the Carrack. So go out there and see if you can survive. She went out there, went straight back in. I got 32 seconds to live out there, so seriously. Okay, watch him. I will come out and I might have another undersuit in the Carrack I can give you, or see if yours is sitting there for some reason it's disappeared for you. Maybe it's moved into my inventory because you died. I don't know. Could be it's a bug. And next thing, as I'm looking through it, I hear SupernovaTiffy. Someone's on the ship. Oh, what do you mean someone's on the ship? He just ran past me. So, Tiffy, you went to the in. Go to the medical lab. Go to the medical lab now. I bet you he's gone straight to the medical lab. If he means us harm, he's gone to the medical lab to set his spawn point. And basically she ran straight to it, and I looked over her screen, and there he was, getting out of the bed for the spawn point. He's like, you've... Okay, so he's now going to kill us. He's going to threaten us for our ship, or he's going to wait till his buddies come and threaten us for our ship. And I said, I don't have time for this. You're all in work tomorrow, we're just jumping through this loot, we're not playing properly right now, we don't have time for this. Screw this, I'm going to blow the ship up. I tried to self-destruct, it wouldn't work, it's like, you got to be kidding me. Okay, let me get my gun out. My gun wouldn't come out, like, no. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take her off and slam it. I didn't think, because the area we're in was armor zone, that's why you couldn't get it out. He made a comment to SupernovaTiffy, who couldn't even type to him, that, you know, if you're going to go outside, you need to have a suit on. And she couldn't even type. And I finally took off, and next thing, I hit a button, and it's like up, self-destruct works. I was like, wow. And next thing, a new blew up. I then wake up with a 2 crime stat on me. What was it called? For involuntary murder. So, and I said, okay, he's put us back in new baggage. So I'm like, okay, let me go and at least call the Carrack, because you know, it takes 30-40 minutes, claim it, and then we'd call it a night. Get back on tomorrow. Anyway, I ran. I thought, oh, there's a fine thing there. It's a crime stat 2. Maybe you can pay that. I don't know. So I went to click on it. And as soon as I clicked, I got shot in the back. I was like, it's Amazon. Who killed me in the back? And then I woke up inside the jail. I was like, you're kidding me. So at that point, just logged off. I forgot remember what it was in there for, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Got in the next day. Obviously, just walked out of jail because my time had been done. I think we got in, I think it was area we went to, and that's where that happened. The moon near Houston, just like the red one. We then got, I believe, we decided to hit the Mercury. We got all the way back there. We set our spawn point this time at, is it Houston's star base, I forgot what it's called. And then we went down to Thingy, got there for the second time. And I think we were looting stuff, and out of nowhere, got in the ship. And I was like, freelancer! Like, freelancer, boom, and blown up. I was like, you're kidding me. What is it with this place? And then, obviously, I think after the morning SupernovaTiffy thing, we had to log off, went to work. We came back the next, I think that night, or the next day, whichever it was. Went there, and that's where SupernovaTiffy found 2 red ones and a green mask straight away. So apparently, that's the place to be. Like, I was trying to think if I had any more trouble with other players, because we still 1 or 2. One guy's running around with a Vandal mask, but I don't think we had a problem with anyone else. As I'm here battling this on the current episode, as you see. And that was a past me. Frustrated grunt. So yeah, so as of now, SupernovaTiffy has all hers. I do not. I'm missing the green one, so hopefully next few days, next week or so, I can find that green one. And we have done, I said in recording, well, technically, I recorded very quickly just to point out, to go, look, it's in my inventory. Named and put my finger just in case they don't attribute to us, Zig, because there's a mistake, so we can send a finger in. Look, I own it. Look, Tiffy owns it. I told her to do the same. So far I've done that. And actually, when I did that, it recorded for about another 10 minutes, and then we're heading back. And I just remembered that it 30k does. And Tiffy's like, you're near the ground. I said, no, nowhere near it. And basically 30k came up. So I showed her my bit of the recording because it cut that ending. And I was like 3,000 away. On hers, I was slamming into it. Oh, and after that 30k though, we came back. And for some reason, it spawned us in new baggage. It first it wouldn't let us log in. We had to end the game. Log in, we couldn't get it, end the game. Then we spun your baggage. Like, you gotta be kidding me. So we had to travel all the way back to where we were. And when I went to it, it said, oh, this is your actual spawn spot. So then why didn't we spawn here then? So I turned, back to new baggage and went back to that spawn spot I was at, and it's been fine ever since. And then the last time we played was actually a couple of days ago. Let me hold that fort. Shit. I definitely need a partner. But it sucks because I died properly then, but then the other 2 times.
Stand by for reintegration.
Okay, back, power editing. So basically, as you see, it's frustrated back then. Like I said, this just sucks. I died properly then, but the other 2 times I didn't think I died properly. And as I was saying before, once I told my fort, basically we played a couple of days ago, and we got about 3 or 4 30Ks. We haven't had that many for a long time. I believe that would have been Saturday we played? Friday night or Saturday we played? Or was it Sunday? It was basically over the weekend. Yeah, I think it was Sunday. Saturday is basically when Tiffy got her Vandal mask, and I can't remember if she got the green one on the same day. I think she might have done, or it would have been the Friday night she got the green one. I got my green one on Sunday, but we got like 3 or 4 30Ks. And we just kept getting them and getting them. And like I said, it hasn't been that bad for a long time on the game. Very rarely get them anymore. So I was like, okay, let's call it quits for today. Hopefully we'll come back on a little bit later. And when we come back on, we won't have as many 30Ks because it's weekend, not as many people playing. When we was playing the week. But unfortunately, we have not had it back on. And now it's currently Tuesday, so we didn't get on Monday or Tuesday, so I'm not sure we'll have time to get on tonight when she comes in, but maybe tomorrow, Friday we can, and I can get my green helmet, or mask, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's focus on this episode, shall we? And see if I can pull this off or not. Oh, my front shield's going down there. See, I'm trying to swerve back round to it. Look at that best house coming at me! 1, 2, wow. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, so I told you about the Halloween things and the footage, but I'm not really taking. I might just throw a little bit to show the masks when I get to episode, but as I know very quickly. Oh, nice explosion. That almost hit me too. I have the Invista stuff to do, like I stated, and then I believe I'm in 17 point. Is it 3? Basically, it's the Horizon fight thing we did. I think no, it's 17.2, isn't it? Sorry, 0.2 is the Horizon fight thing. I have that basically straight after. Oh, nice! Oh God, that hit me. Look at him! Look at him spin on the radar there. I didn't notice that before. He lost some engines. That cut he did. He's like damage. Yeah, so unless I'm mistaken, like I said, I believe in Invista I need to record edit before you put up, and then it's the Horizon thing. What I technically did a session with Priority. Unfortunately, I think 15 minutes of it recorded, and the rest just went to pot. I didn't record, and it screwed up. I lost my footage, unfortunately, what sucked. And then I attempted it with SupernovaTiffy.
I think I lost 2 lives. I shouldn't have lost. What the fuck?
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Again, I apologise for past me swearing there. Obviously, again, you can see I was very frustrated with what's happening at the moment. I don't think I'm going to pass this. I'm still fighting, but I've practically given up, really. As no missiles are sent to me. It looks like I'm going to put some missiles into him. Yeah, I think I've given up at this point. Like, screw it, missile him. Because that's not a big ship, is it? What am I firing at? Again, oh, it's a freelancer. Okay. It's a reasonable ship to fire him at then. And I think all them missed too, didn't help. I wasted 4 missiles there. But the fact I put 4 into him, I was trying to end him quick. And I feel like I'm going to be dead soon, so I might as well use the missiles up before I die. I was trying to save them for the Idris at the end. Well, obviously, I feel I'm not going to get there now. But anyway, as I was saying, so I did a bit with SupernovaTiffy, so I don't know how many episodes that would be, 1 or 2 probably for that. And the freelancer's back's gone there, his back shield. And then I believe I had a little bit of footage where I find the or at least not when I find it, but show I have the masks. I might throw that into an episode at the start or something and then go from there. He's like, crap. Oh no, I'm gonna hit him! Oh, we just missed. But he's got a missile on me, or someone else has. See, he passed me, so he could have sent a missile. Someone else is firing at me. What wave am I on? 5 or 10? Well, we're halfway through, people. Halfway through. We're halfway there. Woo, woo. We're living on a prayer. Woo, woo. We're halfway there. And I say that, I've lost half my shields. And my boost is down, so it seems. Oh, there's the freelancer. Lost all my shields. Oh, this ain't good for a missile at this point. You see, I'm trying to, spinner to try to shake it a bit. And as you notice, my boost went into the red there. I was trying to use my boost to get away, but I didn't have much. Okay, so I'm going back towards the freelancer, it looks like. Or have I? Yeah, looks like that's what I'm doing. Or I don't know. No, I think I'm to the end. What am I doing right now?
I feel like I have 2 extra lives.
Okay, I'm back. I kept that in. I'm not sure what I was saying. It sounds like I said. Looks. I feel like I got 2 extra lives. It's probably because I was, probably upset about them 2 lives I lost at the time. Okay, I think what I'm doing, I've basically trying to let my stuff go back up here, and waiting on him to come towards me. Because it looks like I'm not pushing my engine. I don't see the little tick on. When you hit C, it instantly goes to that point. So that means I have to hold W. Now I'm moving. Now I'm going. So I think I got some distance. I was waiting for him to come for me. I think that's what I was doing. That's why I was a bit confused what was happening then. Obviously, at the time, speaking, I would know exactly what I was doing back then. So a missile, not long gone. Special delivery. Okay, okay? My shields are back up, so they got up. That's good. Oh look, my boost is almost up. I'll say, what we say, 65% up. Again, there's that numbers there before you go. Oh, it's a 68 or something like that. Talking over my recording, my editing program, and it's blurred when I do this. When I play it, it's perfect. You can read it, super legible. When I export it, it'll be super legible for you. But now, oh, that's close. I can see what's happening, but I can't really make out the words or the numbers or anything for the editing program. So I'm pushing my boost to try and catch him there. I'm going into the reds, and also to get away from the missiles. I was trying to do both. It looked like. There we go. Freelancer finally gone. Nice. And now I can see who else was chasing me and trying to throw the missiles at me. My shield's down, ain't good. What is that? Is that a Merlin or a Gladius? I think it's a Gladius, isn't it? Well, whatever it is. Oh god! It's dead now, and its bits like it sort of shook my ship. It's like shh, as it got like peppered with it of the bits of the ship. And there's someone else in that. I suppose it's got some missiles. I think this is another Gladius. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? My front shield's gone. My wings flashing. It seems okay still. Yeah, that's definitely a pirate Gladius. And this is why I was trying to pass this, because I wanted to A, see if they still sold them, and B, I really wanted to get a pirate Gladius. And to not give anything away if I passed this or not, I also did some research on it. Oh, that was close, it sliced me there. I did some research on it and I found out, unfortunately, you're not able to CC up to it. Basically, you have to buy the Gladius right out. I believe it's $110. And you got to buy it right out, unfortunately. You can't take my Gladius and CC up to it. And it also apparently only has 6 months assurance on it. Oh, that's an explosion there. What I kind of think kind of sucks. Like you will at least lifetime, but I really want to get hold of it. That's why I was trying to pass this, because it's for the red colour. And I was thinking, if I do manage to pass this and I get one, basically I'll have a nice red colour there for the pirate one. I'll keep my older one because it's sentimental value, because the original Gladius concepted on the day I got married. Me and SupernovaTiffy got married, so that's sentimental value. Also, I saw in my head like, oh, we're doing Zinifret or Jump Town. We need fighters. Oh, what was the other one? I remember I did it with Priority. Nine Tails. What Lockdown? We kept going out there, blown up, and then, oh, we got to wait on my ship. Well, at that point, I can jump in the other Gladius straight away, get straight back out there. It's blown up, my other one's ready, get straight back out there. So, I saw it as that, and also they kept different loadouts. And, like I said earlier, don't want to reveal too much, but basically, I wanted a Scorpius, the Pirate Gladius, that's what I was trying to do this for, and a Mule. Scorpius was too expensive at the time, so I bought a mule and a mule to keep and a mule to CC. Fingers crossed to a Scorpius at a later date. Unless something, like I said, for me comes out, I prefer. But when we have more money. Did I then buy a Pirate Gladius because I passed this or not? I guess you have to find out by finishing watching this. But that's my goal. Also, this also unlocks the Caterpillar too. I have no intention of getting the Caterpillar. So technically I could go in now and make out. And it should be there if I have passed this. At least that's what I believe, without revealing too much to you. From the research I did and combination, maybe experience, I know myself, maybe just from research. Don't want to reveal the thingy. So, keep watching to find out. Anyway, I'm pounding this guy here. But, oh, did I get him? But either way, the Pirate Gladius being 110 is cheaper than what the Scorpius was. I believe it was 220, or was it 240, if I'm remembering correctly? Something like that, so it was a cheaper ship out of the two. But like I said, I'm either sitting there with 2 mules, or 2 mules and a Pirate Gladius, depending what happens at the end of this. But let's go. Oh, that's an explosion. And I just, no, I got it. It froze me, but I got it. It seems to when I get the stuff, like the spanners and that, it seems to freeze me for some reason. Temporarily, I don't know why. I've done a lot better ever since earlier when I got blown up, didn't I? You know, like I said, I don't know if I hit something, the explosion caught me, and I just couldn't control it. I just couldn't control the ship, and then out of nowhere, I died, came back, and then they blew me up, but I missed us instantly. And that's why I felt like I should have lost them 2 lives. I've done well since then. Is that a Vanguard. I knew it began with V. A Vanguard, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. And my shields are thin as anything. But not as thin as his explosion. Because he has none, literally. You know, I think my shields are down too. Are they complete? Oh, no, I can see a little sliver at the front. Oh, the back's coming back. What am I fighting now? Is it another Gladius? Oh, and also with the thing with being limited, I don't know how it works with Star Citizen with the pirate ships being limited. What I mean, I don't know if it's, oh, we're going to keep these limited onto I don't know, 2023, and we're just going to turn it off. Or if it's limited by number. For example, they could have, oh, we will have 5,000 caterpillars to sell and 5,000 pirate gladius to sell. Nice explosion there. And so far, again, just making numbers up here, we showed 4,321. Meaning there's still a bunch to sell. And then when that number hits 5,000, it's turned off. I just know when I do my research that they come up, they are classed as limited ships in the store. But by passing Pirate Swarm, it's supposed to unlock the ability to see them, and if they're still there, to buy them. And obviously, I also believe as well, from my research, you have to use cash. You can't use in-game credits, I don't think. And when I say in-game credits, well, that's 3 ways, isn't it? There's in-game actual credits, what you earn AUC. And I just got a spanner or something then. And there's technically money you've already put in the game as real cash, and then when you melt things, or there's little I don't know, not vouchers, what are they called? Basically, you can basically put money straight into your account. Basically, it's real cash you've put into it. But like I said, let me take use the Gladius example. My Gladius. If I melt that, I think that ship was $90. I think. If I then will get $90 worth of money to put towards another one. And then the way Tosset seems to do it when they do concert sales is this Warbound version. It is say the new ship is $100. This new ship is $100, and that's Warbound. But if you want to use money that's already sitting in your account, that's $110. So that's the way that they do it. And I believe the pirate versions, you have to buy them with cash. I don't think you can use. But I can't think of the name of it, but money what's sitting in your account, basically stuff that you've melted, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does to you. Because most ships in this game can be earned in-game, or at a later date will be able to. I'm not sure if the pirate ones will be able to. There are the few exceptions, and also I believe the Pacific Vandal one. If you did the Kickstarter, originally there was a Vandal pack, I believe, and apparently I think the law was, oh that's a big explosion there, the law was like, that the UE took over one of the big Vandal ships, and on it they had something like a set amount, I don't know if it's like 100, 500, whatever, of that particular Vandal small ship, and the people who backed that have them, and they're supposed to be the real Vandal ship, where the ones that you can get in game now, oh there's like that nice gunny that is, the one you get now are supposed to be replicas, where they're originals, so in other words it's supposed to be a little bit different. So I don't think anyone, unless you did that, like I don't have one, I don't think anyone can ever get that original one. So that's one of the few ships you can never get. But then again, they talked about possibly taking over a ship, but obviously a fight's going to be a lot harder to bring down and take over, isn't it, than a big ship, so it's probably why it'd be so hard to access one in the... Oh, look, I was rethinking there. Look, 26 seconds. So that's why it'd be so much harder to actually get one in the verse, but buy one in the verse with in-game money, based out of the question.
Come on! Please don't die like this. Come on, seriously? Seriously? That's how I fucking lose. Got too far and I couldn't pull back.
As you can see, as you heard my past me then, another frustrating death that really I felt wasn't my fault. But again, it's an alpha, so... But it makes it really annoying when you're trying to unlock the Pirate Gladius. And look, they missed us straight away. So it's like, don't die again, don't die again. I was thinking like that time, more than likely. But yeah, but most ships in the game can be earned in the game at some point. Even if it's not now, they will be eventually. Like I said, I believe these Pirate 2 are doing the deceptions, and I believe that Vandal I specifically spoke of is a deception. But I also believe there's nothing stopping you technically to take one over, kill a Vandal and take that ship in game. It's just it'd be really, really hard. Obviously the Caterpillar will be a bit easier because it's a bigger ship, but the actual fighters, you're more likely going to blow the things up, aren't you? Because of one-seater fighters. But other than that, most things you can pay your $45 as of now, or sometimes I think it was on a 40 at special thingy starter packs do, special events. and get in Star Citizenverse. To me, you should pay the 60 or the 65, depending on the event, because then you also get Squadron 42. What you can play the single player stuff at a later date. I believe right now that gives you a ship for Arena Commander by having this Squadron 42 package. Without Squadron 42, you can't play Arena Commander. Oh, nice boom there. I believe that's the case. Playing Star Citizen, the MMO part, all you want. Or if you buy Squadron 42 without the MMO part, as of now, you just be able to play Arena Commander, and then of course when Squadron 42 finally come out, you'll be able to play the big story-driven single-player game. You know, with Mark Hamill and all them in it. Obviously, we don't know when that's coming out yet. I'm expecting a couple of years. 2, maybe 3, then we'll finally get hold of it, because I think they're really making strides with it now. Oh god, my ships. No shield, it was flashing red like bejesus then. What wave do I have? 7. Oh, got a lock on, they've got a lock on me. But I feel at this point I've had 3 deaths that I shouldn't have had. There's a couple of ones I should have had, but there's 3 I shouldn't have. Like I was unlucky, I guess, when it just wouldn't control. Maybe not like my engine out, I don't know. Maybe I should have had that one. But then when I came back, missed out as soon as I spawned. That was like unfair. And then just, as you saw, not long ago, I lost connection. And it was counting down, and I just kept floating backwards. I couldn't get out, and I hit the edge of the map, and kaboom. Now I'm fighting for my life.
Seriously?
And as you can tell by my seriously there, I'm having super bad luck. I was about to hit that spanner, and I hit a piece of a broken ship that sent me flying. So I missed the spanner. There we go, beautiful. Another one down though. 7 and 10. I'm not actually sure how many respawns I have left at this point. So I believe after you get so many, like say wave 6 or something, you get another respawn or something like that. Or wave 9 or something every now and again. Oh, radar contact. The missiles must be full because I went over there, I don't think I got it. Okay, let me pull up. Oh, one good thing as well, when I talked about next week's episode is when I attempt this with SupernovaTiffy. It's either map. Well, I believe on this patch, or at least a few patches back, the Dying Star map has been improved and it's bigger. So you will get to see that, because when you pick them, it's random.
Where did shot from?
Yeah, again, where we get shot from? Oh, it's almost a choke on it. Oh god, how many missiles coming at me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, he hit me. Yeah, middle's red. My shield's completely down over the little fin bit, and I'm red all over. They're peppering me now. This could be it, people. Oh, that was close. And as you see, they have tendency sometimes to ram us, or maybe my bad flying rams them, whatever. We collide. Doesn't always help. I think I'm trying... Oh no, I'm going back round. I thought I was trying to get some distance from him. To get my shields back a bit, but maybe... No, I'm going back for it. Okay. I had enough boost to get some distance, I don't know why I didn't try now. Well, that's my thinking is I need to kill him now. Shield's down. Shield's damage, got him. Okay. I think as well you're not seeing me maneuver my power triangle. I think I set it to some keys for this. So I'm pressing the keys because I'm deleting it after I go so far and I haven't said anything, but what I'm doing is I keep hearing it as me smacking the keys. So it's, I believe that's me changing the power triangle. You're not hearing that unless I leave what I said back then you probably hear it then. You might have heard it earlier when I did. But like now it's clicking, but that bit's going to be deleted unless I say something, then you'll hear what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respawn. I feel like I lost 2 and I shouldn't have lost them.
You can tell at this point I've just basically given up. And I'm thinking, I've lost this. This is probably not going on the channel, so I'm mumbling. So I think I talked something about if I respawn, I have no respawns left then. I think I was trying to get at. You know, I've lost too many lives, I've got no respawns. I think that's what it's at the top actually, the respawn 0, that's a 0 isn't it? So yeah, I've got no respawns, if I die it's over. And what are we on, 8 of 10? So close. I'm trying to hang in there, and part of me's giving up, but then part of me's like, just keep going, just keep going. Because again, I didn't want to just hand in the towel. Even though I've had a lot of bad luck with this particular one. This run and that. But at the same time, I'd be pretty proud of how well I've done with the Scorpius. It's my first time attempting this with the Scorpius. They're very mean, aren't they? That asshole. Well, who's the asshole now? Your ass is full of holes because it's space dust, buddy. Okay, got locked on. I'm going to send some missiles at him. Am I? Well, 4. Did I? I heard it explode like a centum. Oh no, that's my booster. Sorry, that's my booster. I'm deciding if I should or not. I'm trying to wait until he gets close enough to make sure they hit. What is it? It's a Connie, isn't it? It's probably why I'm sending them to get rid of it, so I don't have any spawns. Oh god, yes, it's a Connie.
Shit. That's not good. That's not good. Why do you want to swap to the other one? Come on, wake up.
As you can see from my word, my voice like, oh, so good! Just, obviously I was panicking then. No, I have no respawns. I was spinning. Somehow that Connie hitting me didn't kill me. Well, I'm putting all missiles into him and had to end it. Like, I was just sitting duck then. He could have highlighted me or anything, but obviously I spin, I blacked out. I don't know what on his end. Was he spinning too? But he could have put a bunch of missiles and finished me then. I think there's another little part I'm going to cut back to in a minute what I said at the time as I put more missiles into. I said I'm trying to end it here.
Right, lost 1.
Oh, I said I'd lost 1. Oh, yeah, look at my lasers. They normally fire 4. There's only 3. So I've lost 25% or 1/4 of my actual regular firepower. I know my 4 lasers. So not only do I have no respawns right now.
2 Connies, you'll be kidding me.
There's also 2 Connies, as I just pointed out back then. I only have 75% of my actual firepower. And no shields. With no respawns, there's 2 Connies. On top of that, if some miracle get through this round, there's Idris to take out. Okay, I think I'm blowing his engine off him there. Yeah, I'm hammering him. Again, I would eat... Oh, 8 missiles replenished, that's good. I must have just floated over some then. There, got him. And yeah, there's the other Connie highlighted, yep. So I took all that to take 1 Connie out. I've lost a laser. How many missiles did I put in? I did like 4. Did I go for 12? I can't remember. I did at least 8. I just got another 8 minimum. And obviously I had full 100% 4 lasers going at it. Like now I only have 3. 75% of my actual weaponry now. No response. 46 minutes. Sorry, 47 minutes now. 1 second into this. Wave 8. Gotta get through this wave of 2 more waves. Oh, love my little lonesome. That's good. Got a lot of his shield down there, but he's just got my shield down. Remember, the Scorpius is a heavy fighter. Oh, there's middle, look. Red. Come on, pop, go boom. There we go. Got him. Did they end that wave? Looks like I'm heading for whatever that is, probably to repair or laser something. Is that going to fix my laser? Do I get 4? Repaired 19%. Do I get 4 lasers again? Oh, wave 9 and 10. 2 more waves. And missile straight away. You're trying to evasive maneuvers? Still 0 respawns. I said earlier, maybe you get them at 9s and stuff, maybe you don't.
Ah, seriously?
Let's see how you like this.
Wow. Apparently something hit me in the back then. That's what my whole seriously back then was for. Don't know what caught me. It must be one of his ships. Because it didn't come at the front of me, did it? It just like caught my back end. I'm still yet to fire to see if I actually have 4 lasers, so it's still free. And it was only 90%, so it may not fix the lasers anyway. It may just be hull, it may not fix lasers, I don't know. Okay, I'm firing now. Is 4 firing? Again, I'm using my editing programs, it's blurred, so it's hard to tell. I think all 4 or 5. No, it's free still, isn't it? It's definitely free. That's free streams. So yeah, I'm still 75% of my actual vulnerability right now of the ship. More missiles coming at me. Is this it? Oh, special delivery. Managed to avoid that one. Again, no shield. Take it out the front again. Oh, got him. The explosion was right in front of me. Made my ship flash red, but hopefully it's still blue though, luckily. But like you see him flashing red, I'm getting peppered on my wing and my left hand side there. I'm trying to get him in view. The front's getting red. Well, flashing red. Taking the Gladius again here. Remember, the Gladius are technically light fighters. They should be more nimble than me, but I should really have more firepower. And I say should. Remember, I got 3 lasers at a 4 right now. More missiles. Okay, 9 or 10 waves still. Taking a pound in there. Also, you hear the from the Gladius. I believe it should have some lasers on it. It should have some Gatlin's guns on it, and basically lasers are weaker on shields. No, lasers take shields down faster, but then weaker on the actual armor and the hull. Well, the hull, should I say, because armor's not telling the game yet, but it will be weaker on armor. Then the repair thing good. Where the Gatling stuff, so like live ammo, that is weaker, I believe, on shields, but more damaging. Again, will be more damaging to armor when armor's implemented, but to the hull. So obviously him using his Gatling on me, even though he's limited, like he goes, I can't remember, like he's got 100 rounds to the rounds, and well, that's gone, it's gone. That could rip me apart if I got no shielding. Where the lasers will still kill me too, but it will take a lot longer. You know, they will eat my shields up a lot faster. As you can see, he's a lot more manoeuvrable being a light fighter. I'm a heavy fighter, so I can take more punishment, but I can't manoeuvre as well. Where medium's a bit of both worlds. They're not as manoeuvrable. They're more manoeuvrable than a heavy fighter, but not as manoeuvrable, of course, as a light fighter. Also, they technically should have more weapons than a light fighter, but not as many as a heavy fighter. If all that makes sense. That's where like the medium fit in a bit of both worlds, also a bit of worst of both worlds at the same time, isn't it, for them? Jack of all trades. They're the middle ground, the middle kid. Lights want to get in and out, use agility, because they barely have any armor, barely any shields. Heavies can take a punishment, but obviously you can nimble around them as they're screwed. Oh, look at the Gladius, still red in the middle, he's almost gone. Medium's a bit of both. They can technically be outmaneuvered by a good light pilot. They can't stand toe to toe with a full-on, you know, heavy weapons of a heavy fighter versus them. If you just stood there, just release everything, and they weren't dodging or nothing. But at the same time, they're slightly more maneuverable than a heavy fighter, so they might be able to maneuver around a heavy fighter a bit, but not as well as a light one, obviously. And they can also afford to take a few extra shots here and there, where a light one can't, where the heavy one can take more. Like swings and roundabouts, basically. Like swings and roundabouts. And it's quite amazing how I've hung in here. I've had a lot of bad luck. Some of it's probably just I'm just not good enough. But I think I've done pretty well. That's why I want to keep the whole thing here. To really get across and show you how hard I fought with this this battle, this Arena Commander run at it. And at the same time, next week when I attempt it with SupernovaTiffy, I'm going to put the whole thing up again. Plus, I think I actually talk more in that, and she does a little bit, but I talk a lot more at the time, so I won't have to talk over it while I'm editing like I am now. So that'll probably just be straight what we did at the time. And you can see if, do I pass this today? Or do I fail? Do we pass it next week together? Or do we fail? You'll find out. But I think I'm going to keep both full Arena Commanders in there, because it shows our journey, our struggle. You know, we're so close and we just missed out. We triumphed though, whatever happened. Okay, what am I? Oh. Wave 10. 10 of 10 people. The Idris should show up now. From my knowledge, if I remember correctly, it's Idris and a bunch of Merlins. Like, is that a Merlin fighting there? Yep, I think that is a Merlin. So again, I talk about light, medium and heavy. We have stump fighters too. They're technically under lights. That's what a Merlin is. And Archimedes, that's a faster, racier, slightly posher Merlin, basically. So I believe these are Merlins.
Oh, it's Merlin.
As you just heard, my past self just realised there's a Merlin too, with the whole, oh, it's a Merlin. Because Because that's saying they're stub fighters, so that they're even faster and more nimble than a light fighter. And they're smaller, but they're harder to hit. So it's like the ultimate thing to take me on, basically, is a heavy fighter. As you can see how much I'm struggling hitting the thing. Obviously, once I get a few shots on it, it should pop quite easy. Just getting them shots on it. And he actually collided with me there, I think. It spun me.
Yeah.
Again, as you can hear from my response back then, I've basically really, like, I'm screwed. I got to 10, I can't do this, I'm screwed. I can't hit the things. But also, the stub fighters don't have quantum drives. And they talked about at CitizenCon, because they want to rebalance stuff better. Because apparently we're going to have new modes, flight modes, master modes, basically. Basically, a mode like now where we're fighting. And we will only be able to say do 300, whatever the map outcome is, a ship can go. You then can turn into the next mode where you can't fire or shoot no more, but you can apparently go really fast. And that's where jumping between the modes, they said stub fighters would be able to jump in between them faster to catch people. Because it'll take you time to swap back to your fighting mode. And of course, you've got the third mode, what's the full on quantum. What basically works like it does now, theoretically, gets you long distances. So the real difference is the fact you'll be limited in speed while we're fighting now. Do you know how, like, you can use boost to go a bit over it? So if I do 300, my boost might get me to 350 or 400, and some ships might have a bit more. But then they'll be stuck at 300 again, and to make the fighting closer. Well, it sounds really good, actually. But then the next mode, like I said, you can go full on speed if you're in that mode, but you can't shoot. Basically, I believe also your shields are down too. You have no shields. The only part that worries me with that is, I was thinking about hullers. To me, to make it balanced, because obviously the hull is going to be more likely going full speed in quantum, in the fastest it can go. They can be interdicted, and then they should, certain ships can do that, and stop them with quantum, and they should be able to turn to their weapons faster because, again, they're not fighting ships. So when the other ships have more speed on them, they can pull away out of the distance. Which is him saying to help, so when they pulled out, they could get their weapons out and start fighting back, because basically they won't be able to outrun the faster fighter ships at that point. And there's nothing stopping a fighter ship interdicting him, and then pulling away with speed quick, changing the things outside the range of the hull C, for example, the hull A, whatever. So I feel that for balance, they should be able to flip their weapons a lot faster. But they also said there'll be some ships that can block that. So that's another thing. So until it's in the game, we don't know how it's going to work altogether, but in general it sounds good. Oh, also in the middle mode, out of their master modes, I think they said roughly 20 kilometers, 50 kilometers away, you'll be able to jump to stuff. So in other words, if you're near a planet, so you can shoot down to a planet, you can go to station quick. Anything more, you got a quantum, that sort of thing. But if a ship, say, does 900 kilometers now, or does 1,000 kilometers, in that middle mode, they'll be able to do the 900 still, and the 1,000 still. So in that way, it won't affect racing. The only type of racing I feel it would affect would be, you know, the type they talked about when you had web and live racing. Obviously, they're all going to be capped at 300 plus boost. But if you have tracks big enough, there's nothing stopping you having the 300, 400 thingy, then swapping to the faster mode, and then before you go flying off the edge of the track, swap back to the smaller mode again. So they may have to just rearrange a few tracks around, but so I think it could work for racing. And it will give more categories. This is a tight race, you can't use that big mode, so you have to stick a 300 or you go flying off the track. There's a grunt from past me, getting very frustrated. Look, 10 and 10, look, no shields, I got one finally. And look, no shields, I'm red. I just do have 3 lasers going at it, or I lost another laser. And these little Merlins, like, oh, he just rammed me. Like I said, if that was a medium ship then, or a heavy, we would have been dead, both of us. I'm surprised he didn't die with that. And obviously I'm damaged anyway, so it doesn't help one bit. Yeah, I've still got only 3 lasers. 75% of my actual firepower right now. Shields are coming back a bit, it seems. I haven't even seen Idris yet. I think it flew past at one point. I'm dealing with all these Mermils. I believe as well, the more Merlins you take out, you actually get reinforcement to help you with the Idris. I think I don't know if I knew that at this point in time when I was doing this. I think I read that later on. So taking the Merlins out early, if you can take them out, because as you see they're very difficult to hit. Obviously if I was in the Gladius I'd probably hit them a lot easier. But then I also get ripped to shreds easier, and I probably wouldn't have made it to wave 10 in the Gladius. Well, other players would, because they're just better pilots than me. But yeah, I believe reinforcements also show up if you get rid of their reinforcements, and then some more mills will come, you get rid of them, and more reinforcements, and they all help you kill the Idris, basically. What are we up to? Wave 10, is that 58? 8? No, 20, 58, 20. No, it's 50, isn't it? Again, I'm doing this for the edited program, so it's blurred. Almost 59 minutes, like 5 seconds off. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there. Exactly, wow, 1 hour. Exactly 60. 1 hour we're doing this. Wow. Like I said, this episode's going to go a bit longer for obvious reasons. I threw in that very small bit of thing when I was getting the whammers with SupernovaTiffy. But again, that wasn't very long. Can't wait till this backlog gets all edited and done with, though. Hopefully next year I'll be able to play a lot more. After, if we do ever move, and we do move in January like we're supposed to, hopefully I'll be able to play this a lot more often and stay more on track. Like I'm hoping with Prowler, I can maybe every 2 or 3 weeks we can come on and we get a 6-hour session. I can then sit down and spend the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever, editing them, and that can, you know, see what I'm saying, and they can go up, and then we can play another 2 or 3 weeks later, and I can edit them in them weeks and put them up, and basically stay on track with more up-to-date stuff for you for the sauces, so instead of being so far ahead like I am now, it all sort of put it so far behind, I guess, technically. I wanted it to have a lot to take me to roughly April, because we were supposed to be moving. Obviously, as you know, that still hasn't happened, and I ended up having a lot more backlog than I actually originally thought I would have. There's a freeze when I get a spanner, but look, what's that? 49%, beautiful, and we're blue. Looks like, you know, give me 49%. I would suggest we had 51% of the ship left, so we're 100%, I think. There's no red on there whatsoever now. They're so mean, aren't they? They're just shooting at me in this asshole. Speaking of which, here's a little red wing. Oh, oh. There it is, there's Idris. There it is. I don't think I even tried to fight it yet. I'm just going after the Merlins. Get the little, like, the little mozzies off me. It's like, go away, go away. You don't do loads of damage, but all you together swarming me builds up. Again, they've got my shields down again. Oh, explosion. That wasn't the guy I was fighting. Okay, interesting. But again, I think by killing more of these reinforcements show up, so some of the reinforcements might have killed a Merlin, or a Merlin might have just flown into an asteroid. But this map's pretty nice, the Broken Moon. I know the Dying Star, what you will see next week, at this point has been improved and made bigger. I think this map is bigger and this point has been improved too, but I cannot remember for sure. It's either coming up in a patch soon, or else it's already out. And again, the 17.2. Put in the comments if this was the new map for the Moon one. Oh, the explosion sent me flying. Because I know the Dying Star one's definitely out, but I'm not sure about the Moon one. And this could be it. Look, blacking out. I think at this point I've gritted my teeth. You can see my ship going red then as well. I'm actually going to cut to what I said back then. Basically now, let's see what I said.
Come on. Fuck. Don't know what the hell happened then, but...
Stand by for reintegration.
You can see, super frustrated. But one good thing, you know, as I was saying before, I don't know if it's like 6 9s you get a respawn. Apparently it's on 10. I had one respawn then. So now I have a full ship, full lasers. I don't believe it gives you full ammo back, if I'm not mistaken. Lasers, obviously they don't run out, but I believe, and I have no of the actual ammo, you know, like the Gatling guns for this ship. But missiles, I don't think I get full amounts. But I've been trying to save them up, haven't I? And I have been running to red stuff to regain them. And here we go, at Idris. 4 missiles. It looks like I got 4 left. But I should have full lasers now. Getting walloped again. This is now what respawn 0 is. Everything I got now. I was lucky I got another respawn on 10, otherwise it would have been over. Shield's already down. So I'm trying to, like, as you see, strafe upwards to try to get out of his fire. I'm pulling away here. Am I trying to get away? Yeah, I think I heard myself clicking like mad then. I think I was putting it into engines to make sure my boost can go up higher. And I just clicked like mad then, so I was probably moving it somewhere else. Oh, look, the Idris. Doesn't look like it's in shields right now.
Gonna be tough. That's for one fucking respawn. Oh my.
Yep, past me super frustrated. But he's got one red wing, if that's a wing. Like his little flipper. 1 respawn. At least got 4 missiles, because I think I fired 8. Sorry, I had 8, and you can fire 4 at a time, so there's 4 there. I don't remember this ship has any other type of missiles. I guess after this I'll scroll them if there is. I think this copy comes with 16 missiles altogether. I think. Off my head. Without looking it up. Look at the match info. So I'm trying to get him in view and then I think that's the goal. Wow, 65 minutes, 40 seconds, wow. Like, you gotta admit, even no matter how this turns out, I fought hard. I dug my nails in and I fought hard. Here we go. Lock it on. 4 missiles. I'm going to release them in a sec, I believe. There we go. Now, I just realised he's got full shields. That's probably stupid what I just did then. Basically, when his shields down, that's when you want to get the missiles off. Because his shields will help block the missiles a little bit. And on top of that, well, the explosion of them, he has his little laser guns to shoot them. Here we go. Trying to take him down. Me and Idris. At least I got all 100% of my weapons now, all 4 blasted in instead of just 75% of them, instead of, you know, just 3 of them. So that's a plus. I gotta keep eye on my fingers. It says shields damaged. See, it's going down there. You see his shield's flashing like mad, but it's taking forever to go down. That laser, the like beam laser to the planet, that used to instant kill you, I believe. I don't know if it does anymore. I think at one point it stopped its killing, just like hurt you, but I think it did at one point instant kill you, and I don't know if it affects them or not. Shield's gone for me. Yeah, missiles coming at me. So as you can see, I'm trying to boost away to avoid the missiles, and probably when I get some distance, I got the missiles off my tail. Swap back to the power triangle to get my shields back up, and then before I get in there, swap back again to get it focused on the lasers, get as much power in there as possible. Again, I'm hearing and I'm going to cut that out because I'm not speaking, but that's what's happening. With me slapping the keyboard, like there it is, has to be like, you know, power to shields or power to the weapons, depending on what I'm doing at that time. Well, how fast the boost going up, I think it was power to the boost. Yeah, and I just declare it again because my boost is max, so I was probably putting it to shields or something. And once I feel that full or get shot at, probably to get to my weapons. Okay. Oh, lost him. No target. Oh, is that Merle? That dangerous? Oh, yeah, I'm searching through him. Definitely Merlin. Shields. Little mills again. But again, if I can hit them, they go up quite easy. I just got to hit the things. Especially when you have 4 lasers, they go up a lot faster than we find with 3 lasers. Also, the Scorpius, if I'm not mistaken, is technically a 2-player ship. You can have 2 players in it, I believe, as using the... It has like a special gun what fixes top was and rolls downwards, I believe, and I think a second player could sit in it and use that gun. Like at the moment I just went into default stuff, so wherever that gun was set is where I'm firing with. But like I said, I fought hard in this fight. No matter whatever the outcome is, I fought hard. Come back next week with reinforcements from SupernovaTiffy actually controlling herself. But right now I fought hard, and it's basically 1-on-1. Shield's down again, no response. Front shield back up, back shield is down. Boost almost 50% looks like. Back shield's coming back. Taking tiny little mills. I'm going to emphasise the volume in a second for you. For that. Reinforcements coming in. I don't think I noticed that when I was playing. Because I just was talking over that a minute ago while I was doing this. And I was like, what the hell was that said? So I went back and cut out what I said. And turned the volume up for that. So there's reinforcements. So up to this point, apparently I didn't have reinforcements. Or else I just didn't notice it when it said it earlier. If it did happen early in the game, please put the comments and where it was. Because I didn't notice it while I was doing this. First time I noticed it saying that. I knew it would happen, but I didn't think it would announce it. So that's pretty cool. So technically reinforcements are going to come to help me with the Idris, so I guess any millions that's left. Maybe I took all the millions out, so it's just against the Idris, I'm not sure. I have no clue what's coming to help me. Again, if you know, put in the comments what ships show up to reinforce. How many? Like, was it 2 ships? Is it 5 ships? What are they? Gladiators? Scorpions? What are they? Please put in the comments, thank you very much. Oh, nice explosion there. I think that was his blocking a missile attempt though with his chaff though. That's what that little firework was though. Was not good for us. Yeah, that's one of them there. I can't tell what he is again. Oh, well, he's dead. He's dead. But look, the Idris. Red. I don't think I noticed that. I just thought that was another enemy ship at the time. Because I remember like thinking like, come on, come on. And I don't think I knew about the reinforcement thing like I said until later on. I read about it later on. I'm like, come on. And I'm thinking, I've made that red, but apparently I think the reinforcement said that. But still, it's damaged. And I'm damaging it more. Front shield, I was just smacking my keyboard then to get the front back up. There, see, it's going faster, it's going down again. Smacking my keyboard again. Oh yeah, because my lasers just went out. I can hear myself smacking the keyboard trying to push the triangle around. I can't remember what buttons I even set this to with the triangle thing. I'll have to look at. It was at one in my editing stuff. I took it out. It was up there when I was doing it, so I have to go back to that and have a look. Because I don't know when we went to the next patch if it deleted them, you know, your custom stuff. Because apparently it worked for this. So I changed it to. Some of my big ships I tend to use F to grab them. Got him! Idris down, people! Woo! Look at that. Wow. As you can tell by my past me, he's like sigh of absolute relief. Look, what's that, 76 minutes, 1 second. Did it. Oh. As you can tell, at that point I was super happy. And exhausted. It really took me out, it really took it out of you basically. Doing that drains you. It was awesome.
Yeah, he says for match. We did.
And as you didn't already guess when I said earlier about the whole, I did some research and I might have seen it but not sure because I didn't want to give the ending. Well, I've seen it and I do have the Pirate Guardians now. So hopefully I didn't give it away too much when I said that. And yeah, for some reason it restarts you straight into the fight. Like, I'm done. I finished. So I was like, I want to get out of the game. I want to go. I want to see if it's sitting on my account. And there it was. And I had the option to buy it and I did. And with that, I will end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And see you next time. And if you haven't already, put some comments and join me next week when me and SupernovaTiffy attempt this for her. See if we can pull it off or not. Bye, everyone. Oh, very quickly, to answer the question of the title. Pirate Swarm, can I do it? Well, yes, he can. Yes, I can. Anyway, see you next time. That was awesome. Like, subscribe. Bye.